is Allie. Welcome to this week's Live on Allie's Acres, and this is a graduation. We're going through it with our wonderful peeps. These are Poppy's humans, and we're just starting, and we're going to talk today about, I talk about a lot of things at graduation, but right now, for the purposes of this vlog, we are talking about wisdom, about poop, potty, and vomit and food. Got it? All right, so here we go. The scoop is puppies pee, poop, throw up, and eat all kinds of weird things all the time, okay? It doesn't mean your puppy's necessarily sick. They can have runny poo, they can not eat their food, and they can throw up and not be sick, okay? So it's really important that you know that that can happen. However, they can have runny poo, throw up and not eat food, and be sick. So it's like, how do you know which one is which? Well, part of it's experience, because I'm sure with number one, everything got sent to the doctor. By number two, half as many things got sent to the doctor. And by number three, probably not near as much. But there are some truths that are kind of universal. If a dog looks sick, acts sick, lethargic, not drinking water, that concerns me far more than not eating food, okay? If those things happen, take your pup in. But if a pup is jumpy, happy, running around, drinking water, but not really eating that well for a period of time, not forever, but for a period of time, or has runny poops or throws up and then keeps playing, odds are it's probably okay, right? And I use my son Luke as an example, and Luke's behind the camera right now, but on every vacation, and I mean every vacation since babyhood, he would throw up at the vacation, wherever we were. And by the time he could walk and talk, he was, "Hey mom, I'm gonna throw up," and then, "Okay, I'm gonna go run and play," and then off he'd go. It was like standard, had to do it. It was just part of the vacation. And so there's excitement involved, there's stress, even though it's fun, like being in Mexico is fun, and eating fun food is fun, but it can lead to little weird issues every now and again, so don't panic when that happens. Make sense? All right, because there can be a time when your dog is sick, but it does look different. Usually it looks not as well. They don't look well, like your kids don't look well, right? They can have a low-grade fever and run around and be fine, and they get over whatever's ailing them. I mean, puppies put their mouth on everything. A bird flies over your thing, poops on the leaf, grabs the leaf, and now ate the bird poop and everything that bird ate, you know? So it just goes on and on and on. And water carries everything. Water is the worst culprit to bring everything to a puppy. But eventually, through time, their body can get used to things. So, for example, if I go to Mexico and I drink the water right away, I might not do so well because their water's a little different than our water. But if I live there a year, I betcha I could start drinking their water more safely. Does that make sense? And not have diarrhea and kind of the issues that sometimes can plague us. So stress doesn't mean bad, right? I show horses, I compete at a really high level, so it's really fun. And for me, it's the most favoriteest thing in the world for me to do. But I promise you, since I was 6 years old, and I've shown since I was 6, I have diarrhea the day I show, every time. Every time. I do, even though I feel great and I'm doing something I love. So it's important that you understand that, because stress and even things that are fun and that you love create changes in your body, and adrenaline does too. Creates changes in your body response, all right? So your puppy's body can respond too. And now, here's what to look for when they're sick. If you have runny poo, there's two things. You've already read an article about all about poo, right? Giardia and coccidia, super common. Most puppies get it at some point in their life. If your dog ever goes to a beach, they're gonna probably get it. Goes to a lake or a river, most certainly will get it and come home with it. But again, eventually they build up an ability to not be symptomatic, and they handle it. Whatever's growing in their intestines, it doesn't overtake and make them sick, all right? So we had a pair of labs that came for like a whole year, and they live out on the nature preserve. They are in a creek and water. Oh, they had Giardia over, and every time they came, "Oh, by the way, they have Giardia." "Oh, great, thank you," you know, which is simply treated with medicine, just so you know. But it's that common. Most puppies come from their mommy with it. They get it from mommy. It's just part of it.
What does that mean, just runny poops?
Just runny poops. But If you have runny poo for more than 3 or 4 days, take a poop sample in, get it tested, because if they have Giardia that's making them symptomatic, it's treated with a pill or some powder with their food. Simple, Simon, okay? Healthy, good, Tootsie Roll poops, they're not symptomatic. I wouldn't treat. There's no need to. Now, if they're symptomatic, treat. But wait for a few days, because if it's Giardia, it ain't gonna go away. Their poop won't firm up, right? Makes sense? So you're gonna have runny poo for a while, and then you'll need medicine. But don't assume that every runny poo is Giardia. Don't assume that every throw up means parvo and diarrhea means parvo. It doesn't necessarily mean that. I've seen a dog with parvo, and I've never seen a sicker dog on the planet Earth, ever. They won't look well. They won't act well, and you will know something is horrifically wrong, in addition to the poop and the throw up. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, and then you get them in and get them tested. And dogs can survive parvo too. Okay, it's not cheap, but they're survivable. So anyway, that's the stuff about